Exponential equations can look complicated, but once you rewrite the basis the same way, the solution becomes much easier. In this video, I'll show you how to solve two exponential equations and then graph a transformed exponential function step by step. We start with 9 to the power of 4x equals 27 to the power of x minus 1. First, rewrite both numbers using the same base. 9 is 3 squared and 27 is 3 to the power of 3. And this becomes 3 to the power of 8x equals 3 to the power of 3x minus 3. Now, since the bases are the same, we equate the exponents. So cancel the bases, and we'll have 8x equals 3x minus 3. And solving this, we'll have 8x minus 3x equals negative 3. 5x equals negative 3. And now divide both sides by 5. And our answer here will be x equals negative 3 over 5. Next equation, we have 8 times 2 to the power of x plus 3 equals 4 to the power of x plus 3. Here, we're going to rewrite everything using base 2. So we know 8 is 2 to the power of 3. 4 is 2 squared. So we get 2 to the power of 3 times 2 to the power of x plus 3 equals 2 squared all to the power of x plus 3. Now, the left side of the equation, since we will apply in the same basis, we could add the exponents. So we'll have 2 to the power of x plus 6 equals 2 to the power of, and we distribute here, so we have 2x plus 6. Now equate the exponents, cancel the bases, and we will have x plus 6 equals 2x plus 6. Now you know where this is going. If you move the 6 to the other side, you're going to get 6 minus 6 is 0. And if you move the 2x to the left side, so basically you're going to have x minus 2x equals 6 minus 6. And you have negative x equals 0. Therefore, x equals 0. And that is the answer for this equation. And did you know that you could always go and check if the answer is correct by subbing 0 for the x and the exponent? So you'll have 8 times 2 to the power of 0 plus 3 equals 4 to the power of 0 plus 3. Here you're going to have 8 times 2 cubed, which is 8. And you're going to have 4 to the power of 3. Now we know 8 times 8 is 64. And 4 to the power of 3 is 64. So we know now our answer is correct. Now let's graph the function y equals 3 to the power of 2 brackets x plus 3 close the bracket minus 4. Start with the base function y equals 3 to the power of x. The expression x plus 3 shifts the graph 3 units left. The exponent 2 creates horizontal compression by half. And the minus 4 shifts the graph 4 down. So the horizontal asymptote shifts from y equals 0 to y equals negative 4. And remember from the lesson of transformations, we always have to do compression and expansion before translation. So definitely we have to take care of the exponent that makes the graph horizontally compress by 1/2 first. And so we have a horizontal compression by a factor of 1/2. Which means you multiply the x value by 1/2. Also, the equation shifted 3 to the left, or the graph shifted 3 to the left, and shifted 4 down. Go back to the base function. We know we have important points that we have important points that we use for transformations. We have the point 0 and 1, which is the y-intercept. We have another point which is 1 and 3, and we have another point which is 2 and 9, because 3 squared is 9. So these are the points that are we going to use for transformations. So to every point, we're going to multiply the x value by a half and take away 3, and then we're going to take away 4 from the y value. And this is how your points unfold. So 0 times a half is a 0. Then you take away 3 from the x value, and that becomes -3, and take away 4 from the y value, and you'll end up with -3 and -3. That's the first point. Now, if we take the 1 and 3, we do the same thing. So half times 1 is just going to be half, and so you'll have half and 3. Then take away -3 from the x value and take away 4 from the y value, so you'll end up with -2.5 and -1. And now that leaves us with our last point, which is 2 and 9. So for the 2 and 9, if you multiply the 2 by a half, you just get 1. So that's 1 and 9. Now again, take away 3 from the x and take away 4 from the y, and that will give you -2 and 5 as your last point on the graph. Now you go ahead and label your horizontal asymptote and plot these points, and then just connect the points. And that is how you solve exponential equations and graph exponential transformations step by step. All right, that's it for this lesson on exponential equations and graphing transformations. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you have any questions or if there is a topic you'd like me to cover next. And don't forget, share this video with a friend who might need help with math. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.